3. So remember, it's greater than 1, which means, so easy explanation is you make 1 here. So what is the formula? Percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So if we increase our price 1%, there's going to be a decrease in quantity demand in 2.32%. So it is more than the change in price, right? Change in price is 1% and quantity is decreased by 2.32. It is more elastic. Or easy to remember, if elasticity is greater than 1, it is 2.32, it's elastic. How we are going to explain it? Just divide by 1 and put the sign percent here. So the formula becomes complete here. 1% change in price causes, because the relationship between price and quantity demand is negative. So if we increase 1%, we see a drop in quantity demanded 2.32%. Understand everyone? Marco, Nicholas, Ella, Om?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, good, good. If you understand that, please answer this question. And after this practice question, we are going to have our break. So, if the price elasticity of demand for the good is 1.65, then 3% decrease in price result in what is the answer here?
A.
A. Okay, I heard A. Others? I heard the word A. Okay.
I'm also saying A.
A. A. Guys, what is the logic here? If the elasticity value is greater than 1, then it is more elastic. So A can never be the answer. Why? Because there is 3% decrease in price and elasticity value is more than 1. So there must be more than 3% price decrease, then quantity must be increased. So more than 3% increase. So either question answer going to be C or either it's going to be D. Guys, use the logic as well. A can never be the answer. So what is the formula for elasticity? Anyone? What is the formula for elasticity? Percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. What we have given? Elasticity 1.65. We have to find out percentage change in quantity, and percentage change in price has been given decrease 3%. So what is the percentage change in quantity? 3%, negative 3% multiplied by 1.65. What is the answer?
C.
4.95%. Ignore the negative sign. And why is that? Because the relationship between price and quantity is negative. So answer going to be, if price decrease, then quantity must increase. How much? 4.9%. Use the logic here. So Vanitia, Om, understand?
Yes.
Marco, Nana, Kavarun,
Yes.
Ella.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. So there are different curves that we can find out by looking at the demand curve. We can say that the demand is elastic or inelastic. So we will learn it after the break. So let's have 10 minutes break, then we start from here. Okay, class, welcome back after the break. So we were discussing the elasticity formula, and we talked about the midpoint formula as appropriate means to calculate the elasticity in absolute term. Either we go from point A to B or move from point B to A. Now let's talk about the change velocity to the perspective of curves. So economists, they classify the demand curve according to their elasticity. So inelastic demand curve, which means the quantity demanded does not respond strongly to price changes, which means elasticity is less than 1. Elastic demand, which means the quantity demanded responds strongly to the change in price, plus elasticity value or absolute value is greater than 1. So here we go. So more elastic the demand is, flatter the curve, like this. In real life, it's not straight line. It's like a little bit of bending curve. Plus, if it's more towards like flatter, towards x-axis, it is more elastic. How? Let's see that here. So you see, if the elastic curve is like this, so you see, small change in price, there is price and there is quantity, causes big change in quantity. So it means elasticity should be greater than 1. Don't believe me? Let's apply the formula here. So when price was 4, the quantity demanded was 100. And when the price is 5, the quantity demanded is 50. So let's apply this. If you apply through midpoint formula, answer is 3. Right? And how you are going to explain it? If you put 3 by 1, so just remember the formula is percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So if we increase 1% price, the quantity demanded gonna be decreased by 3%. Demand is elastic. So by looking at the curve of your business, you can easily, you don't need to go to the calculation, just look at the curve. If it is more like flatter, it means your product is elastic, and price decision must be carefully handled. Otherwise, you will see huge losses all of a sudden. Now, inelastic means if the demand curve is more towards vertical or steeper. In this case, you see, small percentage, small change in quantity, and there is a large change in price. It means higher change in price causes small quantity to, small quantity demanded to drop. Ideally, this business is more idealized. I want my product to be less elastic. Why? Because if I increase the price, my customer won't leave me because no close substitute is available. Good is not luxury, plus smaller time period, and my product is narrowly defined. Right? So if you analyze this one, there is a 22% increase in price, which causes only 11% decrease in price. So you see that the rate of change in quantity demanded is less than the price. Compare 22% with 11%. So its answer would be definitely less than 1. So this is inelastic demand curve. What about greater, which is more flatter? See, close resembles to the x-axis. So you see here, 22% increase in price causes 67% decrease in quantity demanded, right? That means 22% as compared to 67%. This is huge increase, a huge change. So definitely, this is elasticity is greater than 1, and this is elastic or highly elastic demand curve. Now there are two phenomena of the demand curve. Number one is perfectly elastic, which means quantity demanded does not respond to change in price. Whatever is the price, people still want to buy that. Number one, salt, diamonds, short run gasoline. So if you have a car, if the price has increased for a period of 3 days, 4 days, you don't have other choices. It's a necessity for you. You still buy gasoline, right? Cigarettes, no matter what is the price of cigarette, if you are a chain smoker, you must buy cigarette. Insulin, life-saving drugs, there are a number of examples. Whatever is the price, there is a huge change in price, but you won't see a quantity demanded to drop, right? Perfectly elastic, it means if a 0.1% increase in price, nobody want to buy that. And we have examples, loan from banks. If interest rate increase, if all the banks are having 13% interest rate, if one bank is charging 13.1%, people will leave that bank and go to other banks. So that bank product is highly or perfectly elastic, right? Similarly, organic bread, premium unleaded petrol or higher octane petrol, right? As compared to normal petrol, normal gasoline. So these are two phenomena which are very close to practical, and that is perfectly inelastic and perfectly elastic. So what is perfectly inelastic? Like y-axis. So whatever is the price, quantity remains the same. Whether price is $10 a gallon, $15 a gallon, $18 a gallon, still 100 barrel or 100 barrel or 100 million barrel petrol or gasoline is going to be purchased by the society or a country, right? The perfectly elastic, which means